What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you stopping by. Today's video is about a topic that's a bit controversial. I didn't realize it would be this controversial. I did realize it was going to be controversial though. Can a single woman raise a man? Now, I'm bringing this topic to a long form video because I made a short about it and I put it on other socials as well, and it got a really good conversation started. And this topic came from a friend of mine who originally asked me the question, and I really appreciate the question. I like to ask people in a lot of videos I put out, I ask people, hey, if there's any topic that you would like to see me discuss, please let me know. And he did, reached out to me and asked me to cover this topic. And it got a really good conversation started. Now, obviously, everybody's not going to see eye to eye on this, which is fine. Everyone is not supposed to agree with everything that's said. If everyone agreed with everything, then the world would be a boring place, right? This topic led to some people on other socials taking jabs at fathers when that's not what this topic is about. Like, why isn't the father there? Fathers are trash. Fathers don't care. It's easy for them to leave. That's not at all what this topic is about. The question is, can a single woman raise a man? We don't need to get into why the father wasn't there. Maybe the father didn't want the mother anymore. Maybe the mother didn't want the father anymore. Maybe the father cheated. Maybe the mother cheated. Maybe they just decided mutually to go separate paths. Maybe the father died. Like I said, it doesn't matter why the father isn't there, because the question is, can a single woman raise a man? And just because the woman is single doesn't necessarily mean that the father isn't a part of the kid's life. But can a single woman raise a man? Now, like I said in my short, every mother is different. Every mother isn't going to be capable of raising a man. Every kid is different. Some kids are more difficult to raise than other kids. Some kids are easy. Some kids, you'll have an easy time doing it. Some young men need more attention than others. Some need a stern figure in their life. Obviously, not all mothers are going to be able to raise a man, but I believe most can. Raising a child is a hard thing to do on your own, but it's still possible for a single mother to accomplish raising a young man successfully. Obviously, it's better to have both parents in the household. It's way more ideal to have both parents in the household, but some situations, they just don't play out that way, right? Sometimes life, that's just not the way it goes. Sometimes people are gonna end up on their own. I think it's almost like 40% of Americans end up in divorce. So it's gonna be a lot more single parent households nowadays. Now, like I said before, some people were trying to bring the attention back to the father, taking jabs at the father, but this conversation is about the mother. Someone said a single mother can't raise a child. She's gonna need help from a male figure, for example, an uncle or a grandfather, etc. But then I'd argue, who doesn't need help? Everyone is gonna need help raising a child. That doesn't take from the fact that a single mother is successfully raising a man. Of course she's going to need help. There's a saying. The saying, and I'm sure everyone's heard it before, the saying is, it takes a village. It's not, it takes a village when it's a single mother. It's simply, it takes a village. It's going to take a village to raise a child. Parents are constantly getting help, not just single parents. Even households with both parents, they're still receiving help. You're receiving help from teachers. You're receiving help from other parents. You're receiving help from coaches. You're receiving help from family. Let's not take credit from single mothers by saying, oh, she needed help from an uncle or a grandfather. Because I believe when you say things like that, you're taking the credit from the single mother. Because like I just said, every household is going to need help, whether it's a single parent household or a dual parent household. You're still going to need help from all these people that I just mentioned. Even if the father was there, you don't think there's times when this father may need help from his father to raise his son? Of course it happens. If you're struggling raising your son, you may go to your father, you may go to your brother, You may go to another man in your family or even a friend to say, hey, I can't get through to my son. Can you give me some advice? Or I can't get through my son. Can you talk to him? Is that saying that, oh, you couldn't raise your son? You needed help from someone else? You're asking for help from family or from friends because why? It takes a village. So when you say things like that, I feel like we're taking credit from single mothers saying, oh, she needed a father figure in his life to raise him. She's still a single mother and she's still raising her child. She's still raising her son. So I don't think it's fair to say that she needed help. Everyone needs help. So if a father has to rely on his dad for guidance sometimes, or on his brother for guidance sometimes, or his uncle for guidance sometimes to raise his child, we would just say it takes a village. And it does. We wouldn't take credit from him. We would actually say he's a good father for looking for guidance from other people that he either looks up to or believes in. So let's do the same thing for a single mother. If she needs help from her father or she needs help from her brother, she needs a father figure to step in sometimes. She's a great mom because she knows what her son needs. That's the way I look at it. If a single father had to raise a daughter on his own, and trust me, there's a lot of those out there, he's 100% gonna need help from his mother or his sister or maybe a couple of teachers at school who are females who this girl looks to, or maybe some of his cousins who are females. It doesn't mean that this single father can't raise a daughter. It just means that from time to time, he needs help from some female guidance. He needs some female guidance in his daughter's life. But it doesn't mean that a man can't raise a woman. Someone said, let's not say single mother. Let's say fatherless home. Because when we say single mother, we're blaming the mother and we're saying it's her fault. The reason I don't want to say fatherless home is because I believe when you say fatherless home, you're bringing all the attention to the father who wasn't there and taking the attention from the mother who was there. If you say single mother, then everyone knows that a single mother raised this child. If you say fatherless home, we just now we just know that the home didn't have a father in it. We don't actually know who raised the child. Fatherless home is a bit broad. All it tells us is that the father wasn't in the home. Someone also said to me, when they hear single mother, they feel like everyone is putting all the blame on the mother. The mother's at fault. When I hear single mother, that's not what I hear. When I hear single mother, I hear strong woman. That's what I hear when I hear single mother. I was raised by a single mother, and I think she did a great job. That's a part of the reason I feel like a single mother can raise a man, because I think she did a great job with me. I'm not the best in the world, but I do think my mother did a great job raising me. So with all that being said, I do believe that a single mother can raise a man. Is she going to need help from other people in her life, from family such as brothers and her father and things like that? Of course she's going to need help. I feel like everyone is going to need help raising a child. She's going to need help from teachers, from friends, from brothers, from her father, maybe cousins. She's going to need help from coaches. She's going to need help from the whole community. But that does not mean that a single mother can't raise a man. Because like I said before, everyone is going to need help. So obviously everyone is going to feel different about this topic, and that's 100% okay. We don't have to see eye to eye. Please leave me a comment and tell me what you think about this topic. I'm sure a lot of people disagree with me, and that's okay. I can handle that. People disagreeing with me, that's fine. I think this was a great topic, and I really appreciate you, Freer, for asking this question. If anyone has any topic that they want to see me cover, please leave it down in the comments, and I'll do my best to cover it. I really appreciate you all watching the video. Please like, please subscribe if you're not subscribed. Please share the video. That's all I have for today. Until next time, peace.